yogis. Welcome to Margo's first chair yoga class. Now don't poo-poo it. It might not be for you, but it could be for someone you love, a parent, grandparent, auntie, uncle, maybe just a stiff friend, or maybe it's for your partner. Anyway, please try it with me. You might have been working at your desk all day, so this would be a great time to just take a break, walk around the house, come get in your chair and do a class with me. You'll need an armless chair like this one. Maybe you don't have a folding chair, but a dining room chair would probably work. It's good to have a mat because that gives you the stability. And of course you'll want to have a block, and if you don't have a block you could use a book. So you really don't need a lot of equipment. Chair yoga is like any other yoga. It just uses the chair for support. So it's wonderful. It gives you, nice deep stretches. You have the support, the stability. If you have an injury, your balance isn't so good, or you've lost some strength in your legs. When you do chair yoga, you don't sit against the back of the chair. What you want to do is get off your tailbone. A lot of us sit, kind of like this, especially when we're on the couch. And you can see how you're kind of back on your sacrum, and look what it does to your spine, to your shoulders. So when you sit in the chair, you sit on the sit bones, the little tuberosities there on your buttocks, and you'll know when you're on them because you can really feel them. And you can see how it gives you Tadasana length in the spine. So that's the first thing. You sit away from the chair on the sit bones, the feet grounded on the floor, reaching the crown of the head up so you keep the spine long. And now that you're in that position, let's go ahead and just roll our shoulders. You can just give some nice rolls to the shoulders, and we can do it in both directions. Just start to kind of loosen everything up. And then we'll take just a very short grounding. So place your hands, your palms down on your legs like this. Keep your spine long, and then just drop your chin to your chest. You could close your eyes if you like and take a nice inhale breath and a slow exhale. The first principle of yoga is to do no harm. So please be careful. If you haven't done a lot of stretching and this is your first chair yoga class, just take it very gently. This is something we can do every day or a few times a week, so it's not a race. All right, put the chin on the chest. Slowly move your chin across your chest to your right shoulder. And then maybe try to gaze a little bit behind you. You can open your eyes or keep them closed. Just feel the stretch to the neck and to the shoulder blade. And then slowly bring your chin back across your chest, over to the other shoulder. Take that little look behind. Feel that beautiful stretch. And then bring it all back to center. All right, bring your chin parallel with the floor. Let's take our hands in front of our hearts. And then slowly take your hands up to the sky. We're going to just open up to a big V. Maybe straighten your arms if you can. Open the chest. And then bring your palms together and take a nice exhale and come back the way we started. Let's do 2 more of those. So the inhale brings you up and into that big opening, lengthen your arms. And then exhale, come back. One more. Here we go. Inhale. Take a nice big victory V. Maybe spread the fingers wide. And then bring it all back together. Good. All right. Now take your hands on your knees. And then lean back with a big, like what we call a cat back. Take the chin to the chest, lengthen your arms, and just stretch your shoulder blades apart. And now we're going to inhale and bring our chest forward, bring the chin up, gaze up, give a stretch to your throat. This is what we call a dog tail. And then exhale, come back into that rounded cat. These are called cats and dogs. Come into the nice dog tail now. Lift the chin, open the chest. Let's do one more cat back. These help mobilize the spine, kind of get things moving. All right. We'll end with that last dog tail. Make it really nice. Good. And then just come back to center. Excellent. So, do you feel a little looser now? All right, the next thing we're going to do is a very small twist. So we'll take the hands over to the right side, and you put one on your thigh and one on the frame of your chair, and then sit up tall. Don't move your lower back too much. Mostly we're going to rotate the shoulders and the chin and the head around. So you're going to feel one shoulder blade going into your spine and the other shoulder blade going away from your spine. Okay, let's take an inhale breath. And then exhale, come back to center, and then just float over to the other side. Take a nice inhale breath first to lengthen, and then exhale toward the other way. Good. All right, bring it all back to center. And now we're going to take a forward fold. So on this first one, get the block or the book, because you might need it. You just don't know about your lower back and how stiff you are. So let's just have some support, just like the chair. So we're going to bring ourselves forward. The chest is going to come onto the thighs. And you can just get there very slowly. You can move toward the block. You could walk your hands down your legs. See how it goes for you. The point here now is to really give yourself a nice stretch to the low back, and to also let the head hang so that you release the neck and then the upper back. If you don't need the block, fine. If you like the block, great. Blocks are our friends and we use them all the time in yoga. Okay, so we're going to come out, but put your hands on your knees and then draw your belly in and then give yourself a nice assist. Then we'll open the legs wide. Just keep the block handy and have your toes tilting out like that and sit tall. And then bend your right elbow and place your forearm with the palm up like this on your thigh. And then just sweep your left arm up, up, up. We're going up to the sky. Now it's going to depend on your range of motion, so just see how it goes. Again, it's no race. It's just you and your body working together. This helps forge a lot of nice neuromuscular connections. Sometimes we've overworked our muscles because, you know, they're kind of weak. So this helps strengthen. All right, let's release it. Bring the hand down, and then let's just float right to the other side. So bend that left elbow, place the forearm, sweep the right arm up. Maybe this time you could go a little higher, open the fingers, gaze up at the up hand. Just see, each time you do chair yoga, you play with the poses. These poses are called asanas in Sanskrit. They're just great for opening up the body. All right, Bring the hand down. And this time we're going to go into a deeper forward bend. It's called a wide-legged forward bend. So again, you're going to have your block nearby. Walk your hands down your legs. Bring your whole torso between your legs. And then come down on your block or the floor. Let your head release. You're really going into a deep forward bend now. The pelvis right there between the legs. And the head is lower than the heart, so it's an inversion. A wonderful flow of blood to the brain. One of the benefits of yoga is moving blood. That means moving oxygen. It also means moving lymph, cleaning the blood, boosting your immune system. All right, let's come out. Put your hands on your knees and then lift yourself up very carefully. Try to keep the belly engaged, and when I say that, I mean pull your belly back toward your spine like someone's gonna punch you. Yeah, good. All right, now we're gonna come into a pigeon next. We can just set the block aside. Pigeons are great hip openers. So you're gonna put your right ankle on your left knee, kind of make this little square, figure four. And then you're gonna sit tall with your hands kind of on your calf here. And you're gonna basically move your chest towards your calf. But you're gonna be very careful because you're gonna feel a lot in your right hip and your right gluteals, okay? The buttocks area. So as you begin to move forward, you do it with just the most caution, and you just go to the edge, and then you just stay there and let the body adjust. The mind needs to catch up. You know, the body just jumps into things. The mind might restrict it because of safety, but then it might release and let you go a little deeper. If you'd like to move a tiny bit to find a tight spot, let your head hang so you release the neck. You want to keep everything soft. Chili's visiting our class today. She loves yoga. She loves yoga mats. By the way, if you don't have a sticky mat, it would be good to pick one up or put your chair on a carpet so it doesn't wiggle. Just want to have a safe practice. All right, let's come out of this pigeon. Inhale your head up. Keep that belly drawn in, and then just slide your thighs together. And we're just going to take another little forward bend, kind of chest over the thigh. And then this time we're going to let our arms just dangle. Yeah, you could even kind of let them go in circles. That opens the upper back, and it also kind of gives a little stretch to the shoulder joint, to the shoulder capsule. Yeah, just a little mobility, a little range of motion. All right, hands on the knees, assist yourself up, and sit tall. Good, let's undo. And then bring your other ankle onto the other knee. So we're opposite side, pigeon pose, sitting tall first. And this side might be different, so don't just jump into it. Go very slowly. Again, bringing the chest toward the calf, giving yourself time to adjust. It was my physical therapist, Tracy McGowan, who encouraged me to make this video. I've been teaching chair yoga for a number of years, but I've never really shared my classes beyond the few students that I have in Lost River, but there are maybe a lot of people out there could benefit from a class like this, so I hope you're enjoying it. Good. This pose also not only opens the hip and the buttocks, but it gets into the piriformis muscle that's deep in underneath the gluteals. And that muscle connects to the lower back, and it it can get tight and cause some back pain, some back tightness. So you're really getting a good stretch to a whole lot of areas in the body with this pigeon. All right, let's come up now. Again, use your belly, lift up, and then slide the legs together. And we'll take that last little forward bend, chest over the thigh. Let the arms dangle, let the head relax. And then let's come out. All right, undo. Now from here we're going to go to a standing practice. So get your block to a safe spot, and then you have to pick up your chair and move it to the end of your mat. Get kind of to the top of the mat, because we're going to need to move backwards like this. So the next pose is called down dog. It's, your body's basically going to make an L. So hang on to the back of the chair. Walk your feet way back, as far as you can. And then once you're pretty far, bend your knees a little bit, keep them soft. And then stick your buttocks back. Really stick the booty out. Bring your ears between your upper arms. And there you are in the L shape. Once you're here, you can sway a little side to side. That gets into the rib cage, to the side body. Under your armpit, you have a muscle called the serratus. And when you're sitting at your keyboard typing all day, that serratus is just getting so tired. So getting a little stretch to the serratus is beautiful. All right, now come back to center, bend your knees a lot and kind of squat down. And then inhale and straighten your legs. Let's do 2 more of those. Squat down, little squat, you can lift the heels. And then come back and straighten the legs. Little hamstring stretches. And then down we go 1 more time, maybe a little deeper. And then come back up. Good. All right, next we're going to come into a lunge. So inhale your head up a little bit, and then step your right foot forward and wiggle your left foot back so that you're on the ball of the foot. So you're like this. And then you're going to sit down. So bend the right knee and push into your left heel. So you feel a nice, stable lunge. Okay, sit down into it. We're going to do a little bit of loosening. And what we're working now is this left psoas muscle, a muscle that's deep in the belly, also gets very tight, and the hip flexors right here that get so tight as well. So let's do a few little ups and downs in our lunges. You want to keep your spine a little bit long. You can have the fingertips on the chair and just do little ups and downs like I'm doing here. Keep pressing into that left heel so that you keep that left leg really engaged. All right, now we're going to try to make it into a little bit of a balance here. So sink down and get really stable. Sort of scissor your inner thighs toward one another, and then see if you can take your one hand away, test your balance. Maybe you can take 2 hands away, put them on your little palms together at the heart. If you're really balanced, you can try taking your arms up to high mountain, maybe take a little back bend. This is something you're going to have to play with and work at building strength in the legs. Wherever you are, bring your hands back to the chair. We're going to be stepping forward, so I want you to bend the left knee a lot, because you're going to push off on that left foot and bring your foot up to meet the other foot. Good. All right, step away, a little bit away from the chair. Chili, move your tail, because we're going to come up on our tippy toes. So So with the fingertips on the chair and your spine nice and long, come up high on the toes and then exhale the heels down. High on the toes, exhale the heels down. High up. Good. Let's do 2 more. All right, this last one we're going to hold and try to make it a balance. So get stable, really use all the toes. Maybe take one hand away, the other hand away. Try to keep yourself up there. Maybe you wobble a little bit and then drop your heels down. Good. All right, we need to do the other lunge. So this time now we're going to step the left foot, no, let's see, the right foot back. That's right. So you kind of have to wiggle your leg back there to get a good length. And you want to have your feet far enough apart that you have a good base. And then we'll just start with our ups and downs. Take it at your own pace. Remember to keep kind of pressing into the back heel so that you keep the leg you're working really engaged. We're working the psoas muscle and these tight muscles, hip flexors, and a little bit of the quadricep. All right, we're going to sink down now to hold, make it the balance. So take your one hand away, maybe both hands away. If you need to have your hands, that's fine. You're still strengthening your legs. Keep squeezing the inner thighs toward one another. Keep your belly engaged. And maybe, if you can, bring your arms up. Take a little back bend. This is called a high lunge in yoga. All right, wherever you are, hands to the chair. We're going to do that little step up. So bend that right knee. Get ready to propel yourself, step up, and bring your feet together. Good. All right, from here, we're going to come back to the chair to close the class. I'll probably be making a few other videos, chair videos. There's so many poses that we can do in the chair. But usually when I teach a class, we end by going down on the mat. And we use the chair to get down, and we use the chair to get up. But want to keep this short, so we're going to end seated like we did before, on the sits bones, spine long, crown of the head, reaching up. Good. All right. Let's bring our chin back down to our chest. Bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes. And just take a moment to feel your feet on the floor, to feel your sit bones on your chair, to know you're here doing something good for your body, for your mind, and for your spirit. I hope you enjoyed the class, and I look forward to doing more classes with you. At the end of a class, we close by saying, Namaste. Namaste means the light in you is the same light that shines in me, and when we are in that light, we are one. Thank you.